All right, here's our next thing we're going to do. This is a Crosley. I think it's a buddy, but I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But it's a rare one. It's very rare. You see them occasionally on eBay. Oh, there might be something on the back here that says something about it. Model 58, but it does. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's a Buddy Boy. Okay, got a sticker right there, Buddy Boy. Okay, I think this one's been worked on because this wire here on the speaker is not original. This is some replacement wire. The transformer looks like it's a new one, the audio transformer. The plug obviously is new. So I don't know if it works or not. Whatever, it's going to have to be opened up, looked at, gone over. This one I did not get at a bargain price. Paid $500 for it, which is full market value. That's about what one like this is worth. So for one in this condition, it's probably a little excess. All right, well, the first thing to do is to get it out of the cabinet, because the cabinet's got a lot of work that has to be done on it. It does have original knobs. Those are the original knobs. It even has some little felt bug catchers. Got one felt bug catcher. I've got more of them somewhere. Okay. And to get it out, I don't think that that grill cloth is original. It's got what looks like leather on the bottom. Okay. Looks like somebody glued some leather on it. Somebody worked on this thing. It's pretty clear. I tell you what, just for the hell of it, let's just plug it in and see what happens. If one knob will do. I just need one knob. I'll move it. I have no idea how you turn it on. That one doesn't do it. Okay, it's on. I just turned the power on. We're reading 70, 68. That doesn't sound good. All right, let's hook an antenna onto it. Well, we get some noise when I hook the antenna. There we go. I got it. There.
Mr. Help?
Like a page with every word highlighted.
Only what you need at libertymutual.com.
Okay.
If we had to reject the whole coot and caboodle, whatever the shit, and not my house.
So it gets a few stations. It's not good. I don't know what the hell this thing is. That's just the power. Okay, that's just the power on off. There's supposed to be a rubber ring on there that you go. It's got it right here. This is the rubber ring. And I think that has something to do with tuning. I'll have to get it apart to see how it works. But somebody's apparently recapped it and stuff. It's not pulling an awful lot of current. It's 60 watts, which is probably about right for a radio like this. So it may be just a bunch of cosmetic work. There's some cosmetic work that needs to be done. Oh, we got customer. I hear a kitty out there. It needs to be fed. All right, let's see what we got to do to get it out of here. I've got an elf cabinet up in the attic somewhere. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a chassis for it. I don't have the chassis. And I'm going to build the chassis from scratch. But I do have the elf cabinet. It's about a third smaller than the Buddy. Same basic look, but it's smaller. I've got it. There's a nut. They went all the way through the chassis and put a nut on the top. Ah, got it. Okay, now, this has got a connector, okay? They put a connector in there. Okay, got a paper of some kind here. See what this is. It's old. It's old, whatever it is. Ah, look at this. Crosley radio, Buddy Boy 58. Hand-drawn schematic. The replacement for the drive ring on there for tuning the thing. So you tune it by just hand tuning the tuning condenser. Really nice. Okay, we got, looks like a 2A 2A3, yeah, power tube. The TRF, low voltage filaments and stuff. Let me get that cabinet out of here. Yeah, we're going to open it up. Look at it. Okay, I'm going to leave the speaker in there. You can see the speaker. It's in beautiful shape, absolutely beautiful. It's a Crosley. It's possible that the transformer's original, but the wires are different. The wires are new, so I suspect it's been changed. Okay, this goes back out into the shop to get cosmetically restored. I'm just going to look in this Riders. This is Riders Volume 1. We'll see whether Crosley lists it in here. It ain't that. It's too many tubes. Okay, this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tubes. Okay. 53, 54. They call this a 57, new Buddy. This is a new Buddy. The other one's Buddy Boy. So there might be a difference between them. Let me look at the schematic. Couple there. There's no similarity. They're completely different. It looks like they replaced an old-fashioned electrolytic with a more modern one. All right, we'll get the 80 out of there. Nice Globe 80. Okay, looks good. It's hard as rock, the old rubber. It just went 0 to 100 in 180 degrees. Okay. Okay, so we have to take this dial off of here. Okay, it's got non-standard little square nuts on it. This has definitely been worked on. They painted the chassis with aluminum paint. Some of the chassis. Okay. Okay, that gets the thumb wheel on there. Okay, the next thing that has to be done, I've got to make up that dial strip. I'll do that on the computer. Okay, 6 inches. The length from 0 to 100 needs to be 6 inches. All right, let's take the bottom off of it and see what. Oh my! Oh my! Look at this stuff. Somebody went in there and put oil capacitors in there. I think I can set it on the back. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Wow. They put oil capacitors in there. Those are not original condensers, that's for sure. Those are not original. They've rewired the whole thing. This is all new plastic wire. I think the old one, this is the old wire right here. Pretty, it looks like old cloth covered or rubber covered wire is the old stuff. Comes out of the transformer, but all the stuff they replaced, they put that new plastic wire. So the overall set, it looks like I got a pretty good deal. They put a fuse in there. Let me see what it is. I don't have it plugged in. Okay. It's not worth keeping a fuse that you can't read the value on. So we'll throw it away. I'll go ahead and get one. And put a 3/4 in there. Let's see. Big, powerful. That could possibly be a 3/4. 3/4 amp. I knew we had one, but I'm gonna order 100 of them. 150 or 100 of them. I don't know if I'll do 100 radios in the rest of my life. Okay, just looking at this, I don't see anything that is upsetting. Everything here looks very nicely done. Okay, I do not like the cord. Save that. Okay, cord. Okay, goes to the switch. Okay. See, this is lamp cord. I don't like to use lamp cord on a $500 radio. Okay, let me find. Look at this. An original plug from the 20s or 30s, whatever. 30s probably. 20s they didn't have that kind of stuff. Okay, and we're using this Repro braided cord here. This is. You know, why don't I put an original cord on this radio? This is a valuable, expensive radio. I'm going to put it. I have an original cord somewhere here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that plug on there. I save these for these kind of radios. This is an original line cord, still flexible, completely good insulation on it. It's not perfect, it's old, so it's just good for display, but it'll work. And what I'll do is I'll take this out and I'll spray it with lacquer, and it'll lock these fibers and keep them solid forever. But right now I just have to get it to where it's totally flexible. Taking that inner rubber coating, that inner rubber wire, and just literally shattering it to where it's like a powder coating those wires. It can't move because it's held in place by the outer covering. But it takes it and makes this radio to where it's really very nicely original. Even though it isn't original with those capacitors in there. Whew, in 1921 they would, or 28, they would love to have capacitors like that, military oil capacitors. So I really, I overpaid for it. I paid $500 for it, which was a lot of money. But it's one of my most collectible radios. There are very few of them around. You can try to find a buddy boy, or that you're not going to find one on eBay very often. Not very often. They do come on there occasionally, and they're going to cost you $500. Got an original line cord on it. Woo! Okay, that looks real good. It's just totally flexible now. Not as flexible as it was when it was brand new, when the rubber was flexible, but it's flexible enough. See, that rubber is powdered in there. Completely powdered. Let me cut that and see what it looks like. See, there's the original. You see how it's powdered? But see, it's got that cloth covering on it. It's just completely, the rubber inside there is completely powdering. But there's no chance of it shorting out. Okay, now I'm going to go and I'm going to spray the whole thing with lacquer, and that'll lock these fibers to where it'll never rot. Alright, this is coated with lacquer and more or less dry. Okay, that has to go all the way up to there, so I'm going to strip it back to right here. Okay, and it has to go all the way up and solder onto there. Okay, so I'm going to just strip. Man, we got it. All right, that takes care of the line cord. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get, I need a brush. So even after the guy got busy and restored it, it's been sitting somewhere with a lot of dust. I'll go get some more 24 globes tomorrow up in the attic. Okay, the next thing to do is to make the dial strip. Okay, that'll be on the computer. All right, here we have our strip, our number strip, and that will be hopefully the right size. I don't know. I don't know. It's as we measured it. Okay. Okay, and that's going to go on there. It looks good. Okay, let me get here. Now, this has to go on there. Okay, that is all the way counterclockwise. Okay. So, the 100 has to be right straight in the window. All right. So what I've got to do is stick it on there. Get a little drop of super duper glue here. Okay. Okay, let me check that one more time. Okay, where are the holes? Holes are right there. Okay, that's going to do it. All right, now I take this, take it around. Okay. Okay. Stuck to my finger. Okay. I overlooked. I should have run the color. I should have made it 8 inches long. I overlooked that. Oh. Oh well, yeah. Okay, let's see what it does. Okay, I need to bend that switch. The switch is hitting the adjustment. It has to be rotated around just a little bit. There we go. All right. Okay. See, there. I don't know if this stuff will work through paper. We'll try it and see. See, that shit works a hell of a lot better than the super glue because it dries instantly when you hit it with this light. The super glue, it takes it 15 minutes sometimes to dry. Okay, it should be, all the way up should be 0. Okay. Okay. All right. See, that gets our nice little dial on there. Okay. That takes care of the entire chassis. I'm thinking that these screws are what's used to align the tuning. All right, next thing I'm going to do, since this is really a prize radio, I'm going to go and I'm going to get me some globe tubes to put in here. All right, I got the globe 24s, but I think 2A3s were all ST. I looked through all of them. I got about 10 of the 2A3s up there, and every single one of them is an ST. So I'm pretty sure they only made STs in the 2A3. I don't know, but if they do have them, I sure ain't got it. All right, so that'll have to do. Okay, that's a set of tubes for it. Okay, now we have to put it back in the cabinet before we put the shield on, because we have to get to these two screws to hold it in. Okay? All right, the next thing that has to be done is the cabinet itself has to be taken care of. Okay, I'm going to slip that down in there, and it's going to stay with the radio. As far as the electrical is concerned, that was no problem at all. Okay, we're now going to go ahead and color it. I'm using dark walnut, and we're just going to just tone this up, just with the thinnest layer. Takes all that faded part out. It looks good. It looks really good. You see how those lines that we ground show up beautifully. There's my kitty baby. There she is. She just come through to see what's going on. Okay, let's see. Why not just put this flat? There we go. Okay. All right, we just let that harden over for a few days. Let that go for at least 2 days to completely evaporate. And then we'll lacquer it. See, this is transparent, so it doesn't hide the patterning that the original radio has. All it does is it takes it and takes the color back down to the original dark color. Boy, that looks beautiful. That looks just absolutely beautiful. Alrighty. Hey, a $500 radio. Okay. Okay. We'll go ahead and spray this thing with lacquer. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes, so I'll just go ahead and blast it again. Good. That's it. Okay, now we let that dry overnight. Boy, that looks beautiful. That thing looks absolutely beautiful. All right, this is dried. Look at that box. Didn't that turn out beautiful? That is absolutely beautiful. All right, now we're going to assemble it. Okay, first thing I have to do, I've got to get the, uh-oh, damn it, I set it on my glasses and bent them. Oh, well, that's a good, brilliant move. Well, that's the first time they've been bent, so they have a few more times yet of being bent without breaking. All right. Okay, let me go get, I've got to get the piece of grill cloth. It's out in the garage. This fits up inside there. Okay. This one, I think, yeah. Put that in there like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't want to break it. Don't want to break it. Now, this thing, all right, there, and we tighten these good. On a cheap radio, I would use tape to hold the knobs on. But on a $500 radio, the knobs are going to fit properly. There are little spring clips that fit in the knobs to make them clip onto the shafts, and they're missing. They're missing off of those knobs. Well, I've got some more of those clips, and we'll put them on there. Okay. All right. Original cord. It's got an original cord on it. Oh my goodness. That makes it, that adds $100 onto it right there. Number 6 screws, 2 inches long. All right. Now, this goes up through here. There, yes. And as we put what about that? That's in there good too. All the knobs are lined up, sticking out far enough. So I tighten these two down. Okay, that's it. It's in there. Okay, now the next thing we do Okay, there's 2 pins. Okay, there. Okay. it's a, I don't know, you know, hey, that's the way they designed it back a long time ago. All right, next we plug this in to power. Got the dealies in them, but that means that they're not the right knobs. I need a picture of a buddy so that I can see what those knobs look like. These are not the correct knobs. I know what the knobs look like. Okay, under. That'll do. That looks good. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, power is on. Okay. Oh, I need to hook the antenna. Okay. 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 Okie doke. Shut her off. Okay. Now, I don't know which tube came with the radio. But the two tubes I got from upstairs were not tested. So I'm going to take all 3 of them and test them. Because one of the tubes is going to be bad. One of the tubes will be bad. And one tube burnt out. Okay. Okie dokie, let's try again.
Starting with that kid, you get them excited about radishes, you get their parents excited about eating radishes, but then you have to have a way of supplying that to them.
Okie dokie.
That's affordable.
Look at that.
When you begin a project like this, the book is Hooked: Food, Free Will,
Look at
and How
that.
the Food Giants Exploit Our...
Isn't that beautiful?
You know, you go back to...
That is
I think it was
absolutely
Arthur Daniels
beautiful.
Midland.
Okie dokie.
It might have been Cameron. I can't remember which one it was, but...
That's it. Original cord and all. That is one absolutely beautiful, very expensive radio. $500 radio. Who in the heck would ever think to make a radio case look like that back then? That's how they made the stuff. You know, gothic looking stuff. All right, that's it.